Welcome to Psych IRL. My name is Donna, and this is a YouTuber comedy. Story time. So I was at the Cheesecake Factory with a couple of friends, and then If you couldn't tell, that was my attempt at recreating how Jack Douglas makes fun of a certain topic. But please, spare me the harsh reviews. When something becomes popular to the masses, it's bound to be made fun of. And there are only a few comedic YouTubers that do this in an entertaining way. You've been asking me to make this video for a very long time, and today's video is going to be about JacksFilms. Oh, okay. My bad. Before we do it, do you want to get the video over there?
The boats?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
I get seasick.
Do a video on JacksFilms. This is the second time I'm asking. LOL, yeah, Jack is the best. He deserves more subs. So here's the thing, I've only started watching JacksFilms, so to understand his past better, I asked my friend Josh, who is a fan,
Jack also wears his watch on his right hand. I don't understand how he does that.
to explain Mr. Jack Douglas's origin.
So when Jack was leaving high school, he first discovered that he was really into doing film, so that's what he decided to go to college for. A couple of his friends were uploading some stuff on YouTube, so he bought himself a crappy digital camera, started making his own parodies. At the time, he did a lot of infomercial parodies, and on June 26th of 2006, he uploaded his first video, and he kept uploading parodies whenever he could. That was pretty much what he did with his spare time throughout college. And in 2009, he uploaded what is still to this day his most popular video, the WTF blanket, which is a parody of the Snuggie.
The what the f blanket will turn you into a complete shut-in that never leaves the house.
The video now has over 23 million views, and from there his channel slowly started to build until when he left college, he moved out to LA. He's been slowly building up a fan base. I believe now he's somewhere above 4 million subscribers. I could be wrong, he could be at 5 million by now. And even though compared to some huge YouTubers that seems kind of small, he's worked with almost everybody who has been a decent person and has mattered on YouTube. Even though is not by any stretch the largest YouTuber, he's been around since the beginning. He's really good at, while being authentic and himself, integrating that into his brand, a business that he's building slowly over time and has been able to maintain as his job for over 10 years now.
Jack's first videos are a true reflection of his current content. Essentially, they can be best described as him making fun of everything because he is too afraid to confront reality. No, really, that's how he describes himself. Wasn't that fun?
I guess.
I think there are different ways to make fun of things, but I think JacksFilms does it the best. To better understand this, let's look at how the YouTube community criticized Logan Paul's behavior, where he documents him and his friends finding a dead body in Japan's suicide forest. The first type of criticism is the most common and mostly void of humor, where you state the facts.
The video he ended up posting was titled, "We found a dead body in the Japanese suicide forest, ...
Interpret the events.
It's not like this was an original idea from Logan Paul. People on the internet go to the extremes, the weird, the horrible. Obviously, Logan Paul is the only one out of these videos that did feature a dead body, so I understand still the outrage.
And then give your own judgment of the event.
What he did is infuriating, dehumanizing. I don't know whether to be more shocked that he doesn't have enough people around him to go, that's a bad idea, or the fact that he didn't have the emotional intelligence to realize what he was doing was fucking horrendous.
An interesting type of criticism to look at is in the world of comedy, where the objective may not necessarily be criticism, but humor. Most creators use insult comedy as a form of critique. Its definition is exactly what you think it means.
I haven't actually watched Logan Paul's sorry video, because most YouTube story videos, they're just cheesy. Oh, I'm sorry, I know I messed up. Almost all the time, every sorry video, they always end it like this.
This type of comedy is often used at roasts. Notable comedians of insult comedy are Don Rickles, Ricky Gervais, and Seth MacFarlane. In the commentary community, this type of humor is popular in getting a point across.
I want to thank all the other comics here who have done an amazing job raising awareness about themselves. You guys have come out here and just worked your B material for cancer, and we can't appreciate We can't appreciate it more than we do.
Where most creators use this kind of comedy to convey a point, Jack takes a different approach. What makes his critiques special is that they fall into the realm of parody and anti-humor.
I had a severe lapse in judgment, and I need to apologize. I need to apologize for what I did. I am sorry for saying, "You can't see me," while at a school for the blind.
Yes, a lot of creators make parody videos, but I'd argue that many don't do it as well as Jack. The genre was a very trendy topic for most creators to do, but many have quit once it became saturated because it became too hard to succeed at. Jack has been one of the longest lasting creators that still continue to create parodies today, and it can easily be explained by he does it right. In the early days of parody on YouTube, creators often just replace words in a song and call that a parody. Technically, that is a parody, but in my opinion, good parodies are recreations of the original work that show exaggerated features for comic effect. Jack does this brilliantly. Parodies are not just being able to replace every word in a song. Jack also has an air of anti-comedy or anti-humor in his videos, where the viewer expects a punchline and it's flipped on its head. Jack portrays this with his supposed hate for Jenna Marbles' dogs.
Would you let Jenna come? I would, but only if she goes on stage to drown her dogs.
Nothing is safe from Jack's antics. He's made fun of his own wedding, Fortnite, the Emoji Movie, and somehow still getting invited to the premiere, and overall anything that trends on the internet. Even with his series Yesterday I Asked You, the answers he chooses also exaggerate a feature for comic effect, and has the element of anti-humor. Parody seems like an art most beginning YouTubers are afraid to start because, well, it requires more effort. It's easier to start a vlog than to compete with John Cozart's After Ever After Disney parody. And that's unfortunate because this type of critique leaves the viewer with a different feeling compared to that of insult comedy on YouTube. I do think there is a place for insult comedy on the platform, but sometimes the jokes don't land because a critical part of insult comedy is missing: audience interaction.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. The only 3 words more boring than gluten-free cracker. Thanks for dressing up, Joseph. You look like a lesbian on the way to prom.
Because that interaction is missing, insult comedy is sometimes mistaken as pure insult.
Wonder why ADD is on a rise faster than 4G LTE, but get a load of this. Study.
Get a load of this.
Fuck! I see so much! Why doesn't everybody see what I see? Is my collar up? I see. Ah! My collar up right? He looks fly though.
Now, this feeling is dependent on the viewer, but whenever I view a commentary video using insult comedy, I'm left with negative feelings against whoever they're critiquing. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially when the event needed reprimand, but when a number of the community uses this as their form of critique, it can be refreshing to see criticism presented in a different way, in the style of parody. I, for example, am an avid viewer of Philip DeFranco, and when Jack uploaded a video poking fun of his show, I didn't have any negative feelings that I normally do when I watch criticism in the form of comical insults.
Next up, we got one of the most requested stories of the day today. I'm actually dreading this one because it's about a close personal friend of mine. I don't want to report this.
But let's just jump into it.
In fact, it just seemed like a friend making fun of another friend in a fun way. It reminded me of how I treat my actual friends. Being able to banter and poke fun of each other is a sign of a close friendship. This is the feeling I get from Jack's videos. Yes, he does express annoyance at certain topics through his videos, but he does this through friendly banter. There doesn't seem to be ill will or personal vendetta, and that's what separates his channel from a lot of other creators. It is undeniable that JacksFilms is good at what he does. With the rise of negative commentary channels, it is rare to find creators who can throw jabs at internet culture that have the criticized also laughing at their own actions. Except Jake Paul. Jack's message is simple. Instead of letting the annoyances in trending topics, controversial personalities, and ourselves overpower us, learn to laugh at them. Comedy is everywhere. Even in the Emoji Movie.
Ka-chow!
Hey everyone, I hope you liked that video. I actually filmed this a while ago and it's been a long time coming since you asked this, so if you ever want updates on anything, follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Stay psyched. Are you too close? Do you want me to move to the side?
Yeah, move to the side more.
Are you scared?
Yes.
I don't know why we're doing this and filming at the same time. This might be a bad idea. Oh my god, I have to steer. Okay, we're gonna go in between a bunch of people right now. Hold up, hold up.